Hello and welcome everybody to part 3.
All right, 89 yards. Normally I hit my sand wedge 89 yards, but today we're doing that with the pitching wedge. So we'll see how that works. 3/4, nice little chip here, and everything should be fine. Into the wind. There we go, that's nice. Don't go too far. Don't go too far. Over the back again. So my ball is right, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it. I don't even know I can see it. My ball's down here somewhere. I think it's right there. So I'm going to need to chip up this big hill and onto this green. So I'm going to end up all the way back down at the front of the green, I can tell. But I'm aiming for the top of this hill. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Again, I'm going to use my camera and you as a marker for where I'm aiming. I can't actually see the flag from here. It's just to my right of where you are viewing from. I don't want too much loft on this. I just want to get it up that hill. That's a little far. That is a little bit far. I need to settle down. A little bit thicker than I thought it was through there. And here we go for triple or whatever this is. There we have it. Okay, we have about 170 to the hole from the white tees right there, which means I am going to hit my 5-iron. Wind a little bit into and left to right. Let's see what happens. Man, this is a beautiful looking blade. Whatever happens, this is gorgeous. I towed that one. It's moving right into that hill. Oh, cart path. All right. Oh, I'm in the thick stuff right above that black tarp. So I'm in this tall grass. I'm going to be chipping down the slope, up that slope, onto that green with the death drop off behind it. So I'm going to leave you here looking at the green so you can see what happens when I try to duff this ball short of the green so it doesn't go over the green. We'll see how that works out for me. Okay, I'm in some tall grass here. I'm just going to whack it. I'm going to have to really whack this. All right, that was kind of what I wanted to do. Get on the, yes, I'm on the, mission accomplished. Oh, it's still rolling. All right, so I do have a putt for par, which again is pretty good for me. And again, it looks like a straightforward putt. I'm just struggling today. Oh, that's a little muddy. All right, some grass on there. It looks like it's going to break from my left to right, but not by much. Depending on the pace, it might speed up that break. We'll give it a shot here. My green reading can only be described as professional, as I never miss putts. And by never, I mean all the time. I'm sure there's no video evidence of that. Hit it. Yes. Whoa, that's a par. Nice. I wish I could make some birdies for you, Arnold, but it's the best I can do right now. Enjoying your clubs, though. Look at the state of this view. Steel Canyon 15, white tees 270. That means the trusty Wilson Persimmon. This hole, left is death. It just drops off into this nothingness out there. So my normal strike should do us just fine. I love this persimmon. Man, in the 80s, as much as people criticize the persimmon wood, the clubs themselves are actually very nice. Oh, I snap hooked one. That one's going away. Okay, my camera's about to die, but I'm right here on the left side. I'm okay, I'm in the mud, and there's the pin. So I am going to take a winter drop, probably off here, and go from there. A little short. Stop. Oh, but it's going that, wow. I love these putts where I can just like putt it up and just watch it die into the hole. Die in that hole. Oh, so close. So whatever that is, double, triple. Beautiful day for it. The ground is above my feet. The ball where it's teed in is above my feet. This is always a fun hole. I have a tendency to pull these left. So we'll see how this works out for me. I fatted that. Did you see that? Hit the cart path. All right, sign me up for more driver off the deck, feet above, or ball above my feet action here. It's the worst thing that could happen. I hit a low burner. Looks like it'll be okay. Yeah, so the green is over there. I was aiming at the wrong thing. I was aiming at this cell phone tower, and I should have been aiming over there. So I got a little pitch to do here. Get there. It looked a little short. I didn't see it land. A little chip and run right here. How hard could it be? All right. Not thrilled to death about this. Cue it up with my dirty ball here, and that's teed up pretty high. There we go. Let's try that. Pulled it a little bit left. Get there? Oh, I'm in the bunker. We have a pitching wedge bunker shot again, our favorite. So I'm in a footprint here. This is not going to be pretty. That was a lot of sand. So we have another putt for par here. When I watched it roll out, it looked pretty straightforward. So again, it comes down to me and my putting skill. Saw it breaking a little bit more than that. I'll take a bogey on that. This is 114. So my usual pitching wedge shot here. Wind a little bit behind, left to right. Or maybe just left to right. Let's see if the wind carries that. I think that's on the green. What are all those brown spotches? It looks like they did some repair. And this is a long Arnold Palmer putt for birdie. Oh, it went left to right. Left myself with a nice downhill putt here. Oh, that might be, yeah, it's a little downhill. I really pulled that tee shot. Is that going to take it downhill? Bogey. Probably deserve that with that pull shot, so hopefully this green makes a full recovery.
So it's not a surprise to anybody out there that Arnold Palmer shot a good score to win the US Open on the final round with his major comeback in 1960. And obviously I didn't win anything with my score out on the course. Now, I get this question all the time. People want to know, and I have two clubs here that were not in this golfing video, to ask this question and hopefully remind me to answer it later on. We have a modern metalwood hybrid, and we have an old 1980s wood, okay? And looking at these, the question that people ask all the time, what's the difference between your more modern set and those old vintage clubs? What's the difference? And I want to know your thoughts about that. What is the difference between these modern sets and the vintage sets? And on that note, we should go through and step through all the clubs that I played. We need to talk about the driver first, okay? This is a lovely solid Wilson Persimmon from the 80s. Not Arnold Palmer vintage, but I wanted something, to represent something similar to what he would have been playing. And You can see through the video, I struck it pretty well. Obviously, off the tee, I fatted one, which I got a kick out of. And off the fairway, because I didn't have the foresight to bring a 3-wood, I couldn't find a Wilson 3-wood that seemed to match, so I didn't bring one. I should have brought one. Obviously, topped one, and I hit one pretty thin, but it went a good distance. So the Persimmon, absolutely love it, could play it, game it, love it. Now the irons. How did I do with the irons? I didn't hit them as much as I wanted to. They felt amazing when I connected with them. Absolutely amazing. So blades, for me, just give me feedback. I really liked them. They were a little bit more lofted and they're 3/4 inch short of my Mizunos. So I was expecting them to be like, I didn't know, like 10, 15 yards short. They were not. They were probably 5 yards short. Still haven't gapped them, but they were pretty close. So very happy with the blades. And we need to talk about the wedges, or wedge, singular. But you'll see, like on, I think it was hole 1, like I totally duffed one. And then the next shot, I did what I did with my original secondhand set when I was learning how to golf, is I opened up that face and used the sole for bounce. And by manipulating that club face, I was able to get some bounce. And I was able to have a nice follow through that ball. So I did adapt. Again, gapping was an issue even with the wedges. I really missed my 56 and 60. So maybe in the future we'll add some wedges. Again, lack of foresight on my part, like the missing 3-wood. And then finally the putter. I love flanged putters. The Wilson Walter Hagen Cascade putter was beautiful to hit. And the Arnold Palmer Personal seemed to be just right. He got everything just right in that design. There are some really narrow, like not very long bladed putters, like the Wilson 8843. There are several that have very small faces, small blades. It looks like a junior putter, right? But juniors aren't dumb enough to play a putter that small. They're really small. But this one was a nice sized putter. I was really happy with it. It was, sure, I Happy Gilmore'd a few around the hole, but for the most part, I loved that putter. It was wonderful to hit. So surprisingly wonderful to hit. So I did have some apprehension before I played that I would struggle with that putter, and I didn't struggle as much as I thought I would. So if you can find one, in my opinion, you should go try one, because those at an affordable price, I mean, go find a flange putter at an affordable price and see if it fits into your vintage set, because they're wonderful to hit when you connect with them just right. So loved that putter. So overall, the set, I really think I'm going to keep it. I'm going to try to find some different Wilson Persimmons for that set and some more wedges. But overall, I think it's a really good base. So I'm excited about that set. Now let's go back to this question I asked you. And again, let me know in the comments below, what's the big difference between a modern, and right now both of these are sitting on the floor, so you can see the difference in the length. This is a 2 hybrid, so this is supposed to replace your 2 iron, and this is a 7 wood, okay? They're pretty close, less than an inch different in total length, if you count these huge rails on the bottom of the Cobra. So for me, it can be summed up pretty quickly. A modern set is something that I'm used to, and that's it. Back in the day, if you know, you're hitting these clubs, this is what you're used to, this is what you expect, and this is how you golf. That's it. Once I get used to any set, I can improve my game and go from there. So for me, personally, that's it. There's not much difference, really. I understand that scientifically you can look at differences in distance and stuff, and there is supposedly a difference in driver technology and golf ball technology that we've experienced in my lifetime in the last 40 years. So, you know, there is that too, but ultimately when it comes to the comfort and joys of golf, if I can't hit the ball as far, I'm just going to move up some tees. Oh well, that's how I play. Let me know your thoughts. I'm excited to read your comments. If you are going to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the Arnold Palmer 1960 US Open comeback, let me know. Are you going to go play a round of golf? If you want to support the channel, you can visit my Amazon shop in the links in the description below. I'm an Amazon associate, so I make proceeds from qualifying purchases. Please subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. I am The Vintage Golfer.